Guys, now in this, so in our last to last session, yesterday's one, we discussed, guys, what is OOPS concept, what is the conceptual idea of OOPS. Okay. No, Deepak, it is not mandatory, but if you want to give, you can. Okay. So now, guys, listen to me carefully. Let's have quick recap of OOPS concept, whatever the part we are aware, then we will move forward. Okay. So OOPS means it is an object-oriented structured programming language. And guys, according to this OOPS concept, each and everything considered as one object. Anything you pick, that is considered as one object. So guys, every object having two things, state, behavior. State means information, information means variables. Behavior means functionality, functionality means methods. Guys, is everyone clear on this? Okay. Okay, fine. Now guys, what I am saying, let's take next part, that is class and object. Okay, class and object based on OOPS. Okay, that means guys, according to OOPS, what is class, what is object? Okay, so guys, before starting with this, I hope guys you are aware what is class and object in our general sense. Okay, when we didn't start with OOPS also, still we have some definitions of class and object. So what is those normal definitions, guys? Class. Class means, can I say it is a area where programmer can declare variable, method, block, constructor? Yes or no? This is our natural definition. And object. So what is the meaning of object? Object means, can I say it is a new representative of a class? Object is nothing but new representative of a class. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Now guys, now I am going to discuss what is this class and object according to OOPS. So guys, according to OOPS, can I say guys, class is a area where programmer can declare state and behaviors for object? Can I say like this? Because every object having state and behavior, object belongs to class. So nothing but class is a area where I can declare state and behavior. I can declare variables and methods. Are you getting the definition, everyone? Are you getting definition, everyone? So class is nothing but a area where programmer can declare state and behavior for object. Now, what is object? Guys, you tell me. Once you create object, then whatever the data or whatever the information functionalities class is having, same thing object also having. Yes or no? Same thing object also having. So guys, in this story, can I say object is none other than blueprint of a class? Because whatever the state and behavior class is having, same thing object also having. So object is nothing but blueprint of a class. Guys, are you clear with these definitions? Are you clear with these definitions? Okay. So normally Class is the area where programmer can declare variable, method, block, constructor. Object is nothing but new representative of a class. But according to OOPS, class is the area where programmer can declare state and behavior. Object is nothing but blueprint of a class. Guys, any confusion? Any confusion up to this? Okay. Okay. So guys, now see, based on this, there are total 5 pillars of OOPS. Okay. So now guys, let's discuss what are those 5 pillars. Pillars you can say, or principle you can say, anything is fine guys. Okay. There are mainly 5 pillars of OOPS or 5 principles of OOPS. In that, first one is inheritance. Second one is polymorphism. Third is encapsulation. Fourth is interface. And fifth is abstraction. Guys, are you clear? So total, how many principles are there? Principles or pillars? How many principles or pillars are there? 5. Okay. And what are those principles? Inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, interface, abstraction. Guys, let me tell you one thing. Once these 5 things are done, section 2 is done. Ultimately, our entire section 2 is nothing but object-oriented programming only. OOPS concept only. Is everyone clear with this? Is everyone clear with this? Okay. So, guys, note down this. Note down this. Once done, let me know. Ah, guys, done with the copy? Everyone? Okay. So guys, what I am saying, listen very, very carefully. Today, we are going to start with first OOPS pillar, first OOPS principle, that is nothing but inheritance. Okay, nothing but inheritance. So guys, now we will take heading as inheritance. Take this heading, everyone. And guys, I want to tell you one speciality of OOPS concept, guys. Okay, most of the people are feeling in a Java OOPS concept is very, very important. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Object oriented programming, OOPS concept programming is very, very important. You go in any company, any automation, any framework, this OOPS concept will be present. Without this, coding will not take place. Okay, that is the equation. So guys, that is only my concern. Just like now Suasmita said, sir, it's very, very tough. That is only my concern, guys. It is not at all tough. Most of the people I observe, guys, they commit one mistake to understand the concept. They are thinking, boss, this OOPS concept is related to Java or related to programming language. Not at all like that, guys. This total OOPS concept is made up on our real life. Whatever the day-to-day life we people are living, everything conceptual idea is depends on that only. So if we know core concept of inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, core concept, guys, if we are aware, then automatically we will feel this OOPS concept programming is nothing but highly easy programming what we will do. Is everyone getting my point? Is everyone getting my point? Okay. So guys, it is very, very easy and very, very interesting also. Okay. Okay, very, very interesting also. So let's discuss, guys, what is this inheritance? Now, guys, whatever the things I will explain, please don't correlate that thing inside Java. Right now, I am not explaining what is inheritance according to Java. I am going to explain, guys, first what is inheritance in our general life, in our day-to-day life. So, shall we start with it, everyone? Shall we start? Okay. Okay. So, guys, inheritance. That word only giving me one very commonly used word, guys, inherit. Inheritity. Okay. Guys, you remember like in our day-to-day conversion, we use this word many times. Hey boss, that is my heredity problem. If let's say in our ancestor someone having BP sugar, automatically we will also have, their next generation also have something like this. We will say this is a heredity problem. Guys, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Genetic issue. Okay. So guys, those are genetic issue, those are heredity problem. Can I say nothing but inheritance? Now, second example. Guys, inheritance means, okay, whatever the things you are getting ready-made manner from your parents. From your parents. Just like, guys, tell me, if father having some property, okay, father having some house, one car, automatically, guys, that property going to his son or not? Can I say that is inheritance? Tell me, child is having total access on parent property. That is inheritance. And tell me, guys, to get those property, to get those inherited property, is a child need to do any kind of efforts? Tell me, if your ancestor having high BP, you will automatically get that. Let's say your ancestor having 2 BHK house, 3 flats, 2 cars, everything you will also get, because that is belongs to your parent. Okay. So guys, one of the best example to describe inheritance is, can I say, parent-child relationship? Is everyone agree with this? Parent-child relationship, bestest example for inheritance. Okay. Okay. So now guys, let's discuss some other examples of inheritance. You tell me, guys, do you think like inheritance happens only in case of parent child only? Only in the case of parent child, that's it. Okay. Then guys, can you tell me some other examples where you observe inheritance? Where you observe inheritance? Hey, parent, child, grandparent comes in one category only. Other than that, think guys, then drop your answer. Hey, Rumesa, child to parent is not inheritance. Child to parent never happens. Parent to child happens. Okay. Hey guys, give examples. Think guys, you have to observe our day-to-day life. That's it. Whatever the world you guys are seeing now outside, you observe anywhere, guys, everywhere you will find oops. I make you one promise now, guys. I make you see Java everywhere. Okay. Now you have to see Java everywhere. You will see. Just think our day-to-day life. You will get to know. Okay. Guys, let me give one more example. Okay. One inheritance is parent-child. So, guys, are you really thinking inheritance happens only with a property, only with a land, gold, and cars and house? Only this is inheritance? No. Tell me, guys, our face is matching with our parents. That is also inheritance. Some of our reflexes are matching with our parent. That is also inheritance. Okay. Another thing is, so this is all about humans. Now I will go other than humans. Tell me, guys. Let's say, guys, you are aware about KFC. You are aware about KFC. Okay. Now, guys, tell me. Nowadays, you are aware KFC is a big brand. Okay, their food are getting sales on the basis of their name only. They have a huge market now. But tell me, guys, do you really think they open all 100 shops at the same time? In entire world, they open at the same time? No. Somewhere, can I say they started from first shop only? Then in that shop, they sell their food. Their food like by people. People start appreciating them. Their businesses grow. So guys, then KFC owner will think, hey boss, this is my big business is happening. I can happily run one more branch at another location. Okay, that because some people are too far from my location, they cannot come to me. So I will open my one branch there. Now guys tell me, automatically whatever the second branch open, that second branch inherits credit of first branch or not? Credit, goodwill, good reputation, whatever the name that first branch build in a market, automatically that goes in second branch. Because you only tell me, guys, do you really thinking, hey boss, this is the main branch of KFC, here taste will be same, excellent, and second branch of KFC, so you will expect same kind of taste, same kind of quality, or you will expect some little less kind of quality? You only tell. Correct. Same feature, same quality, same taste. So guys, can I say this is inheritance only? Yes or no? This is inheritance only. Okay. So guys, now you understood why I am saying all OOPS concept based on real life. If you observe guys minutely, everywhere this inheritance concept is there or not. Just like you are getting knowledge from me, this is also inheritance. Teacher, student, okay, okay. So expectation level inheritance, there are many ways. So guys, yes, Aditi, all five pillars are related to the real life. Okay. Totally, guys, this entire object oriented programming is based on real life only. Now, guys, can we come inside Java and discuss what is inheritance in terms of Java? In terms of real life, you got the concept? Tell me. In terms of real life, what is the concept? Did you people get? Okay. So guys, now in terms of Java, what is inheritance? Okay. So guys, let me explain you this in a paint. Okay. Let me explain you this in a paint. So observe here guys. First, I will show you in a diagrammatical manner. Okay. So let's say guys, these are two classes. Okay. These are two classes. Can I say guys, let's say this is a class as parent and this is a class as child. Okay. Now, guys, parent. This parent class may be having some variables, having some methods, having some properties. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no, guys? Let's say here some function will be there, M1 method. Okay. Let's say name a variable, whatever it is. Like this, so many things will be here. Now, guys, if this class is a child of this parent, then can I say all this property delivered to child class automatically? Yes or no? all parent class property delivered to child class automatically. This is parent, this is child. Okay, so guys, this will take place. So ultimately, can I say parent class property coming to the child class? In short, one class property delivered to another class. Be specific now. Yes or no? One class property delivered to child class, delivered to another class. This is nothing but inheritance. Is everyone getting my point? Now, even though you are thinking child class is empty, but child class is not empty, guys. This child class, can I say having M1 method? Because coming from his parent. This child class having a name variable coming from its parent. Is everyone getting my point? Is everyone getting my point? Okay. So now, guys, this is a diagrammatical representation of inheritance. Now, shall we see how we will do this in terms of programming? Shall we see, guys, how we will do in terms of programming? Okay. So guys, now see, same example. Let's say Atithi, why you are going forward, Atithi? We will see, don't worry. Now pay focus on here concept, okay? Obviously, Dinesh, without father, do you think son will exist? From father only son will come, na? Okay? So, now guys, observe how in a real time programming you will have inheritance. So let's say guys, I have class parent. In this class, I have a method, let's say public void m1. Okay. And here, not only this, let's say I am having some variable also. String name, same example I am taking. Okay, so let's say name equals to Ramesh. Okay, some property, guys. I'm just giving dummy example. Okay. Now, guys, what I will say, class child. Okay. So, guys, can I say as per my expectation, this child class should acquire all the properties of parent class? Yes or no, guys? Should acquire all the properties of parent class. So guys, what you need to write? What you need to write? You have to write here, boss child. You are a extension of parent. Guys, child extends parent. As soon as you write this, automatically, what happen, guys? All parent class property come to child class because child is an extension of parent. Are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Okay. So automatically, see, even though you will see, guys, child is an empty class, nothing is there. But don't feel nothing is there. So many things are there. Guys, I can see M1 method in a child class. Can you able to see? You have to understand like that. Can you able to see M1 method in a child class? Good. Everyone able to see? Because child is an extension of parent. From a parent class, all these property automatically coming to here. That's the reason I can see M1 method. I can see name. Is everyone able to understand the concept? Okay. One class property delivered to another class. This is nothing but inheritance. And guys, now in our diagram, I want to make one updation. Can I say parent property goes to child because of extents? Yes or no? Because of extents. As soon as you give extents, parent class property come to the child class. Okay. So guys, is everyone clear up to this? Is everyone clear up to this? Okay. Now guys, if I want to make a definition, can I say guys, two classes comes in a parent-child relationship called as inheritance? Yes or no? Whenever two different classes comes in a parent-child relationship, that is inheritance. Otherwise, definition number two. See guys, if you understood concept, you can make your own definition. In other manner, can I say guys, one class transferring the property to another class. Okay, one class transfer property to another class by using a keyword as extents called as inheritance. Is everyone clear with this? Is everyone clear with this? Okay, so guys, now everyone first write down this theory and then copy the program. First write down this theory and then copy that diagram and everything. Once done, let me know. We can write Jita, no doubt. We can write, we can declare. Let's see, let's go with the flow, guys. Don't try to be in a hurry like you want to grab everything now only. Let's go step by step. Automatically, maybe chances are there in a next level, your this doubt will get clear automatically. Correct? Okay. Guys, write down this. Once done, let me know. Guys, done with the copy? Everyone? Okay. Okay. So, guys, now is everyone clear up to this? Means what is inheritance? Concept of inheritance, did you people understood? One class acquire property from another class. Okay. One class acquire property from another class. Now guys, in this inheritance concept, there is some more terminology is there. Okay, there is no change in a concept, guys, but only terminology will get changed. What is that terminology is? Extra added terminology is, observe here. Guys, tell me, in this example, who is giving the property? Tell me guys, who is giving the property? Parent. Okay. Now, if I give you one more example here, observe this. I'll give you one more example, guys. So let's say this is one class. This is another class. So let's say this class name is test, and this sample. So let's say, guys, test property comes in sample. Test class property comes in sample. Obviously, this is extent. Now, guys, in this example, tell me, who is giving the property? In this example, tell me, who is giving the property? Test class. Okay. So, guys, then the class who delivers the property, who giving the property. Okay, again I will repeat myself, guys. The class who delivers the property, who gives the property, that class is called as super class or parent class. Any convention you can use. Guys, is everyone clear what is superclass? The class who delivers the property. Okay. Now, guys, you tell me where property is delivered. Who delivers? You tell me correctly. Now tell me what is the destination of that? Where that property delivers? Correct, to the sample class. Okay. Property delivers to the sample class. So, guys, the class where property is delivered called as subclass or child class. Guys, is any confusion up to this? Either you can say superclass, subclass, or you can say parent class, child class. Anything is fine. Okay. Now, guys, now see, based on this naming convention and based on different requirements, there are total 4 types of inheritance. Okay. Okay. So there are 4 types of inheritance is there, guys. Okay. So complete thing, guys, I'll make you clear here. Observe. Okay. So guys, now can you see super class? We will see Girija, don't worry. Okay. Right now understand here. Okay. So guys, superclass means the class from where property is acquired or the class who transfer the property. Consider as superclass or parent class. Subclass means the class where property is delivered, that is subclass or child class. And based on these guys, there are four types: single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. So guys, these all four types we have to discuss in a detail in a proper manner. Any confusion up to this? Any confusion up to this? Okay. Guys, just note down the notes up to this. Then we will start with types of inheritance. Okay. Note down this. Guys, done with the copy? Everyone? Okay. So guys, now shall we start with types of inheritance? Everyone? So guys, now let's start with first thing, that is single level inheritance. Okay, come here guys. Come to the paint, and here we will take first heading as single level inheritance. So guys, now total all inheritance I am going to explain to you neatly step by step. Okay, so pay attention guys carefully. Single level inheritance means, let's assume guys, I have two classes. Okay, so let's say this is class A. Let's say this is class B. Okay, class A, class B. So guys, this class A property comes to class B. Okay, via extents. So guys, tell me, this is inheritance, no doubt. But in this inheritance, how many classes are involved? Tell me. How many classes are involved? Correct, guys. Two classes are involved. Okay. Correct, correct. Two classes are involved. Now, so guys, if in any type of inheritance, if anywhere you observe guys, there is involvement of only two classes. Okay. There is involvement of only two classes. Then guys, that inheritance is considered as single level inheritance. Means ultimately guys, can I say the inheritance takes place between two Java classes? Is everyone understanding concept? Okay, so if we want to say practically, okay, practically guys, it becomes something like this. Same example, if you want to do in a programmatical manner, then guys, class A, and here class B, and class B extends class A. Guys, can I say it is single level inheritance? Is everyone clear with? Okay. This is nothing but single level inheritance. Guys, write down this. Any confusion in this? It's a very simple concept, guys. Inheritance takes place between two Java classes. That is single level inheritance. Note down this, everyone. Once done, let me know. in future now we have to use these concepts very frequently. Don't worry. Guys, in your notes, just update this. So here, this is nothing but superclass and this is nothing but subclass. Guys, done with the copy? Everyone? Okay. So guys, now let's see second type, that is multi-level inheritance. Okay. Multi-level inheritance. So guys, now what happened in this, just observe carefully, don't write anything, okay? So let's say I have one class, second class, third, let's say fourth. So total I am having 4 classes. So let's say guys, this is class A, class B, class C, class D. Okay, I'm just taking one example. Now guys, you tell me, can I make a inheritance something like this? A property come to B, then B property come to C, property. Okay. Okay. So here we'll use, guys, is everyone clear? Is everyone clear? So guys, can I say in this inheritance more than 2 Java classes are present? Yes or no? More than 2 Java classes? Okay. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, n number of classes. So this is multi-level inheritance. Now, guys, second point what you need to notice. In a B class, can I say guys, A and B, these 2 classes properties will be there? Yes or no? A class property coming via inheritance. B will having their own property. Now, in a C, guys, tell me how many classes properties are there inside C? Can I say A, B, C, all 3? Yes or no? A class property coming via B. So A, B, C, all 3. And here in a last, can I say A giving to B, A and B both coming to C, A, B, C, all three coming to D. Everyone clear with this? Is everyone clear with this? So this is works. Now guys, A is a super class, correct? Okay. A is a super class for B, correct? A is super class for B. Now guys, B. Can I say guys, B is nothing but super class for C? Yes or no? Super class for C. And same thing, C is super class for D. Okay. Now, let's go to reverse guys. D. Can I say D is subclass for C? Okay, guys, is everyone understanding? This is very simple concept. Nothing big. Subclass for B, subclass for A. That's it. So guys, now can I say in a multi-level inheritance, intermediate classes plays both the role, just like B. It is a super class for C, but child class for A. Something like this. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? Okay. Okay. Guys, any confusion in understanding of multi-level inheritance? Shall we see in a programmatical manner? Shall we see in programmatical manner? Okay. So guys, in a terms of program, then can I say very simple, class A, then class B, then obviously Sunita, say guys, D. D is a child of C, grandchild of B, super duper grandchild of A. Just try to make a relation. Correct, na? Guys, are you getting? Just like A. A is parent for B, grandparent of C, and super grandparent of D. Any way you can convey. Okay. Any way you can convey that. So class D. Now, guys, here B extends A, extends B, extends C. Now, guys, any confusion up to this? B is extension of A, C is extension of B, D is extension of C. So guys, like this, if any type of inheritance happening between more than two Java classes, guys, that inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. That inheritance, guys, is called as multi-level inheritance. Any confusion in this? Any confusion in this? Yes, Deepak, you can extend, man. Deepak, don't worry. But obviously, if D extends A, okay, if D extends A, then it become a reversal loop. Okay. So, guys, write down this. Write down this. Multi-level inheritance. Once done with the copy, let me once done with the copy, let me know. Guys, done with the copy? Okay. So guys, two inheritance are done, correct? Single level, multi-level. Now guys, first thing is, I am totally aware I showed you 4 inheritance. Okay, correct? Single level, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical. Now guys, for a concern, can we keep multiple inheritance out from our business? Don't worry, I'm not saying I will not cover, we will not discuss multiple inheritance. We will see. That is some special inheritance, need some speciality guys. Okay, so we will discuss that at last of inheritance. Okay, now let's discuss fourth type, that is hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so guys, let me say this is fourth one, hierarchical inheritance. Now guys, try to understand diagram. I will explain to you what is hierarchical inheritance. So let's say guys, this is a parent, and guys, one parent can have many child. Yes or no? One parent can have many child. Okay. So guys, are you understanding the form of inheritance? Are you understanding form of inheritance? Can I say inheritance takes place between one superclass and multiple subclass? One parent class and many child class. Okay. One class property delivers to many classes. Just like, let's say this is test class and this is A, C, it means A, B, C, D. Okay. Guys, is everyone getting my point? Is everyone getting my point? So if we want to do it, then guys, class test. Okay. And now class A, class B, class C, like this. Let it be n number of classes, guys. All the classes are extends to which class? Test class. So can I say it is hierarchical inheritance? So test class automatically having 3 childs. Okay. Automatically having 3 childs, 4 childs, 5 childs, whatever it is. Guys, any confusion in understanding? Any confusion in understanding? Okay. Okay. So guys, can I say the inheritance takes place? Okay. The inheritance takes place between one superclass and multiple subclass. Or in other word, guys, can I say multiple Java classes acquiring property from one single class? In opposite manner, I can say like this also. Multiple class acquire property from one single class. That is hierarchical inheritance. So these all are subclasses. These all are subclasses, and this is single superclass. Guys, any confusion in a concept? Any confusion in a concept? Is everyone getting my point? Okay. Guys, note down this. Once done with the copy, let me know. Deepak, third type of inheritance I didn't show only. We will discuss that at last. Okay. And guys, is everyone done with the copy? Okay. So guys, these are three types of inheritance. Multiple inheritance we will discuss at last, guys. No need to worry about it. Now guys, can I say here inheritance means one class property going to another class. So a class, what kind of property class can contain? Either class contain variables, methods, blocks, constructors. These four members are there. Four properties are there. So ultimately, guys, we have to understand, can we inherit variables, methods, blocks, constructor? That means impact of inheritance on every member we have to understand neatly. Okay. So those part, guys, we will start with tomorrow's session. Is everyone getting my point? Okay, those part we will start with tomorrow's session. Okay. Okay. So guys, tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday. Guys, don't worry. I will let you know in a group. I will let you know in a group. Because guys, in this means Saturdays I am having meetings and all these things. If it is not there, we will take. Otherwise, I will inform. Okay. So next part we will continue in next session. Fine, guys. See you guys.